Hey guys, hope you're having a great week. Want to start you guys' week off here with a little fitness tip. And it just kind of on a misconception that we see some people have here about fitness and weight loss and things like that. So basically your exercise and working out, you're doing that to be healthy, to move well, to keep yourself strong, everything like that. But it's not necessarily the biggest player when it comes to weight loss. It plays a role there, but it's not the end all be all or the only answer. When you're looking at weight loss is done through nutrition and through eating clean, eating healthy, things like that. Being in some sort of negative calorie deficit. Again, we don't want to be too low. I think I talked about that last week. But it all comes down to the food that you're eating, and if you're not eating well and if you're overeating, things like that, you're never going to be able to out-exercise that. So when we are looking at weight loss, the exercise is basically like throwing the gas on the fire. So it's going to speed things up a little bit. It's going to get that to burn a little bit hotter, things like that. But we've got to get that fire going first, and that's going to happen through the nutrition and having that in place there. So I just want to take a couple minutes today just to talk to you guys about that, because I see a lot of people making that mistake. They're like, oh, I've been working out really hard and everything like that, and my eating hasn't been too bad, but they're not losing weight. And usually what it comes down to is, yeah, you've been working out really hard, but your food hasn't been, I hate to say this, but hasn't been good enough. You know, we used to do a thing with clients here in the past, and we've used it in some of our challenges. We basically have you track your foods and you qualify them as like good and bad. I mean, I'm kind of simplifying this, and we don't really like to do good, bad foods anymore. But we'll have like your cheat foods. So these are things like drinks, desserts, stuff like that. Things you know that aren't good for you. And you track those, and you track all your other foods and stuff like that, and everything that you've eaten, you total those all up, and then you divide out your bad foods into that. And if your bad foods or your cheat foods make up more than 20%, you're not in that 80-20. And it's a really eye-opening exercise for a lot of people to do. They'll look at that and they're like, oh, I'm at like 60 or 50% was very common for a lot of people there. So really, when we looked at this, we look at everybody's week and stuff, to be at 80%, it came in anywhere between like 5 and 8 servings of cheat foods per week, which is not a whole lot when you really look at things. And the more you eat, the more room you have for those cheat foods. Again, that comes with your body needs to be able to burn off those calories. You can't just like, oh, I'm gonna eat more and expect to offset that. But you know, if you have a slower metabolism, or you're a little bit smaller in frame and stature, or weigh less, things like that, you're not eating as much and things like that, because your body doesn't need it. So that cuts those cheats down a little bit more there too. So that's a little exercise you guys can do. Just write down your foods that you eat, and then, you know, I've got my cheats and I've got my other stuff. Your other stuff's like your good stuff. Anything that would not be good would be considered a cheat. And then just divide those, and if those cheat foods are making up more than 20%, then you're probably not eating quite clean enough yet. So hope that helped you guys. If you guys have any questions, you know, we're here to talk to you. Talk to Tammy, she's our nutrition expert. So I'll talk to you guys here next week.